Hello, hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Uh, Going through, doing some back-end stuff, nothing too interesting, and I get a knock at my door while traveling through the warp. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Still doing the aspect of not bringing you along for absolutely everything, because there's just a lot of back and forth between planets. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe down below. Tell me how and if you're appreciating the more focused aspect of this, rather than, hey, here's everything, including shopping. Lady Navigator's valet greets you with a deep bow and humbly delivers a tasteful scroll inviting you to a private meeting. Like, so many back and forth and layers. Is he leaving? Don't tell me he's sticking around. I did get her a library, so, like, you know what? That likely deserves a thank you for the library. Cassia is completely absorbed in admiring the shelves of the new personal library, which are all but buckling under the weight of the gilded and leather-bound tomes. Upon noticing you, she smiles, barely able to stop herself from rushing to meet you. Ignatius, how do you procure all these works? By the throne, even your personal collection doesn't have them. I would have remembered. So many unexplored worlds and stories, dozens of unstudied essays. I am utterly astounded. Thank you. Could not have dreamt of a better gift. I was not certain if engaging in this long-forgotten noble ritual was prudent of me, and yet you did everything in accordance with the customs of etiquette. I must admit, I rather enjoyed this game. I hope you did too. Will you accept my feelings? Aww. Aww. Literal hearts matching. See the austere reserve on her face is replaced for the first time by passion in her eyes, the curve of her red lips. Her lips aren't even red, her white. Curve of her lips. There's a slight tilt of her head with a small nod and a smile of reddened lips. Smile on reddened lips, she holds out her hand, pale and trembling. Kiss her hand. Wait, did I mess it up? Did I mess that up? I hope I didn't mess that up. Hope I didn't mess it up. Why did I lose the profit? Oh, colony, probably. So, like, this I don't understand. Like, I did all of the thing. Oh, I haven't even did this scroll. Fair enough. Phlogiston. Do I want Andrus's accuser of sin? Yeah, why not? Let's do this. Wait, do I want to do that? Whatever. Here we go. Proper factor -1, people times 3. Genetic Mercy just gives me 4 people. This take 3 people, remove complacency, build efficiency. Weapons captured on the ship with oxygen means devotees. Medium range broadside macro cannon 3 times 24. Shield of the Emperor. Ooh. Filth of the Expanse. Wait, hang on. Master Raider. Hang on. No. And gain 2 AP. Okay, that's not bad. Season of Wars. Uh 20% more scrap for winning space battles is not bad. Genotech, Adamantine, and Phlogiston also is not bad, plus profit factor. This is 5,000 Imperial Navy, which is actually hard to find, but I think more importantly, the escort ship. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Shield of the Emperor. And do you want to make anything on Janus? What do you need? Capella Biologis, which we need the mechanism, which I just spent on the other thing. Okay, messed that one up. But we can still visit. And I'll let you guys know when something interesting happens. Well, that didn't take long, but we did come across a ship just floating in destroyed. We walked down the same passageways in the same bays day after day. We who were born and live and die by the hum of the ship's engines. We forever hunger for the smallest glimpse of another life, and for the chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us and for the glory of the Imperium. Trying to fit. So let's have a tale about the Lord Captain. By the will of the Emperor, the guardian commander of every good and honest soul upon the voyage ship. In the time he boarded a vessel named the Fireborn. Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable force of the swell, The wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its unwitting visitors. Some bays still retained an atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere, and the ship was dead, its machine spirits dissipate in the darkness of space. It was just the husk left, and the rogue trader's crew, which had become scavengers swarming the carcass of a fallen Leviathan. Our Lord Captain, he oversaw the expedition personally. He decided to train the penetrating gaze of the auger rays on the damaged ship. The auger's keen eyes scanned the eerie vessel, identifying that the void ship was gravely damaged, and was in the process of a final erosion. There was very little time to explore it. Three sectors seemed the least damaged: the bridge, the middle crew deck, and the service bay. After exchanging a series of trills and warbles in their mysterious and ancient language, the tech priest responsible for the augurs reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in operation in the service bay. Captain's next step was let's see what Adira Tlass has to say. His next step was to have Adira Tlass fill out a course. An unholy psycho she may be, but even the souls dark as hers submit to the Lord Captain's will. With hostile eyes upon her, Adira sank into a trance. When she resurfaced, she reported that the ship had been a victim of the warp. The bridge had suffered worst of all. It was the section that provoked the greatest anxiety and trepidation in the Psyker. The service bay was the least damaged section, though Adira spoke of it with no particular interest. The Lord Captain next turned his attention to the scout units awaiting instructions. The Lord Captain had to decide which of the three teams he would lead, and which two would be entrusted to other officers. Let here be known the names of those honest people who stood before a rogue trader moment. The taciturn and grave Young Ho Sun, whose word was as firm as his handshake. Captain Vesti, whose jokes would be remembered by everyone in decks 3 to 5. Makes me feel like he's dead already, or they're dead. Captain Martina, the senior officer of the 3rd Unit, known to many as Grey Martina. She had been leading the units in the current crop of scouts with snot-nosed kids. No one on deck was in any doubt that navigating inside a wrecked ship would be difficult. The units would be separated by kilometers of twisted metal, dead modules, devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passageways, and hull breaches on the side of the house. The only thing connecting to the brave teams would be the delicate thread of a box link. And so, after weighing up the options, the Lord Captain chose to go with... just by virtue of the fact that the warp seems to be the most dangerous one. Probably the warp. Probably the bridge then. Because, that's where the warp is the most significant. You know what I mean? The others can, scout out the what? The crew deck and the cargo bay. Just fine. But if I need to shoot something, I'll go shoot something. From here on, we will relate the events based on what we have learned from the witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttles started up one after another, and dispersed, each heading for a selected target. An hour spent on cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum space, a fussy boarding, and then, finally, the rogue trader stepped onto the cold, dark deck of the dead ship. The light of the torches revealed a sign in the gloom: Fireborn. After a minute-long exchange with the Voxmaster, who quickly checked the archives, it was established that the dead vessel was that of Captain Nova Van Dyne, registered at Kiab Gamaport. Every minute spent on board threatened to end in disaster. The ship's days, or even hours of existence, were numbered. From all sides came the sound of distant crumblings. The floor underfoot trembled every now and then. The Lord Captain hurriedly moved closer into the compartment when he suddenly felt the slightest puff of air brush against his neck, followed by a soft sigh. Almost as if someone had leaned in close, opened their mouth to whisper a dark, tantalizing secret, and then fallen silent. The only thing was that the Lord Captain stood entirely alone. Both of these are fine. This one's technically more difficult, so I have to imagine this will give a better reward. From here on, where simple mortals would already be trembling and weeping, the rogue trader only gritted his teeth. Shrieks and moans could be heard close by. Others were gripped by the illusion. Yang Ho-son, the unit captain, barked out orders. His team held back their comrades who had fallen victim to the uncanny terror who was struggling to break free and run deeper into the cursed ship. A few minutes passed, and the unit, though scared senseless, was ready to continue. Sound suddenly blared over the Vox, which was turned to the second unit's frequency. The words sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into it at all. Into the Vox, but desperately pressing the transmit button while occupied themselves. Something beautiful is moving. Yang Ho-son listened to the transmission and final rasp with a surprisingly calm expression. Then pressed the box in and suddenly calm voice let loose a stream of florid swearing, which sent out on casting aspersion on his intellectual capabilities. Yeah, fair enough. Turning to the rogue trader, he remarked, "Apologies, Lord Captain. Captain Vestley from the second unit is well known for his pranks." Crap, the Lord Captain's with you? My sincere apologies, your lordship. I just want to spook the guys a little. You jackass. Yeah. They seem used to it. Just what's going on? Captain Vesh reported that the unit's foray had so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise. They had found no survivors from the ship's crew, or bodies for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the deck section of the arsenal and storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cables. Proceeding further could be dangerous. I mean, Logic 15, yeah. Vesh's unit headed off to carry out their orders while the rogue trader and his team continued on. After spending several hours wandering down dead passageways, the unit rogue trader reached the bridge of the fireport. Not dissipated as the bulkhead of the ship was steeped in terror and pain that people would vanish without a trace from those decks. On the way there, the unit had found no signs of a struggle or bodies of crew, and that served only to deepen the unease. After examining the bridge, the scout unit discovered that the captain's principal cogitator was still functional. The final log entry identified a damaged Pict recording that no one in the unit was eager to view. Proximity to the cogitator alone was unsettling enough. And with each passing second, remaining on the bridge was becoming more and more difficult. Requested a family relic be retrieved from Cassia Orsellio. Okay. The recording contained a message from Captain Nova Van Dyne. It was almost impossible to make anything out in Pict, only the captain's hand gripping the edge of the table and a flash of the iridescent light. The captain was speaking crisply, almost calmly, but there was also short, almost inaudible breaths, exactly what the rogue trader's team had encountered when they had first boarded the ship. And it even seemed that those sounds were coming not from the recording, but from the gloom-drenched corner of the bridge itself. Yeah, fair. Captain was fallen, fireborne, broke orbit under fire from an unknown enemy and left the system, said Captain Van Dyne on the recording, with the tone of an officer reporting to his peers. We encountered pathological warp activity. The crew is reporting failures in the Gellerfield system. The ship is doomed. Whoever finds this recording, I ask you to hold a prayer service for our souls. I also ask that you take the family relics from the Van Dyne line from Kiabagama. The relics are stored. The recording ended. There was nothing left to do on the cursed deck. It was time to return to the shuttle. A message came in from the unit led by the seasoned, unflappable Grey Bettina. The captain methodically reported on all the service base sections her team had already examined. They had found nothing of value. They had found no bodies. There had been no incidents, and the search was proceeding as normal. The unit was waiting for further instructions from the Lord Captain. Yeah. Hey, focus on these sections. After returning to the shuttle, Ignatius received reports of fireborne status. The tech priest who relentlessly pierced the wreckage of the Augur's gaze insisted on curtailing the operation as soon as possible, fearing imminent destruction. There were also reports from two other units. The second unit had succeeded in moving through the danger zone and had returned to the shuttle with a valuable payload taken from the dead ship stores. Gray Matina's unit had explored the service bay without incident and, not wasting any time, had marked valuable components for later disassembly and transfer to the rogue trader ship. I got a hotshot laser pistol, a cogitator bracer, a burn scour beast cured leather, a long las, 2 ancient cogitator cores, 15 universal power cells, 6 bottles of extravagant perfume, and 69 experience. Nice. The units assembled as the shuttles of Lord Captain gave the final order of this grim expedition. Yeah, that's what she asked for. The last request of the fallen captain had been fulfilled. The improvised funeral began with a brief military salute, and the rogue trader himself recited a prayer for the soul of the Fireborn. Just as any honest servant of the Emperor who has dedicated their life to voyaging through the darkness would honor their fellows and mourn their deaths. Time was up. The scouting party returned to their ship with one last look at the Fireborn. The rogue trader... Yeah, let's blow it up. Alright. Fun times. I'll show you anything else new that pops up. Well, that didn't take long. Apparently House Orsellio wants Cassia back. Culling received a message portraying the acute concern, but also contains something that the astropath have failed to put into words. If you'll excuse my forthrightness, it feels necessary to tell House Orsellio the truth. Otherwise, the conflict with the Nav's nobility is possible, which, given the current state of the Cronus Expanse, will only play into the hand of the enemy of the Imperium. How did they even learn that I have Cassia? Yeah. Hey, she is safe, and I'd be happy to meet you in person. Trying to get your consent, a representative of the House of Orsellio will be waiting for you on the capital of Dargonus. Receiving members of the Nev's nobility is always a delicate matter. Okay. Any new routes? Ooh, there is actually a new route. Yeah, unless something immediately interesting pops up here. Yeah, just a fight and some space dust. Alright. I'll let you know what pops up. Alright. Allow us to get the seal from Janice since we're already in the neighborhood. I require a seal to certify Macadam Tabula officially. Officer, have a seal ready? Jesus. Jesus. Charles against our they are offended by the lack of communication. No. No, no, no. Yeah. Let's do this one. Yeah, you don't need to be made into a servitor. And I appreciate the fact that Jay Hadari actually is like, no, don't be a servitor. It's not fun or good. How are things on Janice? And we got one of the seals for Jay Hadari. That works. Well, not without concession on our part, in particular regarding the placement of new agro complexes. that my witness Janet will continue to serve the Von Valancius dynasty. I appreciate the local species. Alright, easy enough. Once more into the breach. Alright, something interesting popped up. We can use this thing. The sacred mechanism of the Waken ready to receive your quest, Lord Captain. Oh, the Dargonis databank. From Theodora. Just plug it in. Tech priest accepted device in hand in place of one of the drives, although honoring the machine modulating Benaric prayer. The turbines within the cogitator stir into motion, the Virid screen lights up. Okay. Machine Spirit has revealed the contents of the encrypted data, and I hereby pass it to you. This is where I reached the limit of my authorization, but you now have the option to review the encrypted data personally. I lost the databank, and I gained Theodora von Valancius' personal notes. You have the fate of the Von Protectorate. My entire bloodline. Choice becomes a futile illusion. Tef will decide the future of the expanse of the whole. I have some time at my disposal until then. Heirs with the Von Valancius blood in them will soon be located and brought to me. I cannot afford to delay the choice of successor any longer. Okay. I only have 9 people. That's fine, I suppose. As far as loss and avoid. I should probably try to look into these. Alright, I'll be back. Hello, and welcome back. I figured since we have the 2 seals necessary for Jai Hardari to become our official representative, let's just finish that up, shall we? Oh, and we also have to meet with the navigators of House Orsellio. What about the meeting with the navigators of House Orsellio? Allow me to report. The esteemed navigators of House Orsellio have taken residence in a guest estate and await a meeting with you. How would you like to receive them? I'll lose a profit factor. But like, why? Like, honestly, why would I be fancy about it? There has to be a reason, right? Nah. It's fine. Let's do it. Hang on. There we go. That seems appropriate. It's rogue traders, it's a Mechanicus, the Sister of the Battle, and an Inquisitor. Like, come on. That is stacking the deck so much in my favor. Let's do this. The road to along the lines of particular. This way, please. Lady Cassia Orsellio, Late Navigator Lesso Seaman Orsellio, Tended Bride, Lady Navigator Alexandria Orsellio, Elena Hatera. Jesus Christ, the names. Tall, wizened old man proudly stares at you with milky, unblinking eyes. Yep, you sound like an Orsellio. Alright, Regent's got some bite to him. Not wordlessly. Please me to see machine golden turquoise above your brow. Thanks you for the traitor that I stand here today, and there is much I want to tell you, but what is it you desire to hear most? Have shaken us. Well, why? Treaty of friendship and alliance underpinned by the transfer of several artifacts of exceeding rarity will suffice. I'd be honored if you decided to stay. Unthinkable.
Don't shoot! House Orsellio was not involved in the attack!
I'm pretty sure you were.
Down with Tisiphone's tyranny! Kill the girl!
What the donkey? Okay.
I will beg for mercy, but I will grant none. For the Emperor!
There we go. Heinrichs can go here. No. These are... They're tightly wound. It's fine. Cassia can go here. Okay, she is still equipped. That's fine. I should have known there'd be shooting, frankly. It's silly of me to have not known that. You can shoot two people now. It's fine. Alright, if I'm doing this. That works. Oof, Argenta. Rude. Just set them all on fire, though. It's fine.
As the Emperor commands.
Burn, baby, burn. It's been too long since I burned you down. Burn the bastards down now. Shoot him if you would. Oh, that's my guy! Oh, that's my guy! Whoops. Argenta, that's... why would you do such heresy, Argenta?
Follow my lead. Weapon at the ready.
Argenta, that is not very kosher of you. Not cash money at all. Lidless Stare. Let's see what Lidless Stare we could get off. There we go. That works.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes, Lord Captain. Another firm painting.
That works. Willpower and toughness. Pascal, why not? Oh, because he was stunned. Fair enough. Well, not fair enough. That sucked, but I will understand.
My place is at the fore.
And screw Lady Navigator Alina. 1. Two. 3. Reckless Strike. Because we're just going all in. And Endure. Heinrich's gonna buff yourself real quick.
I'll put my
There
psychic
you
abilities
go.
to use.
Hey, you want to heal her real quick? Thank you. And then you can just take a swing.
But of course, Lord Captain. I won't do that.
Perfect. Let's see. Can I get a front line somewhere around here? Yes. Just shuffle on over real quick. Analyze enemy. And let's take a swing. 60 to 81 damage. Jesus.
Stay vigilant.
Lord Captain.
without me. As the Emperor commands, I act. That is not the Emperor's will. Doubt is for the weak.
Let's just let her take another shot. Why not?
Will of the righteous.
13 to 20 or 14 to 20. Just kill that one.
My faith strengthens me. Follow my lead. Death to the heretics.
Bye bye, Lady Navigator Lena. You were never my peer. The concept of you pretending to be my peer is laughable. Let's do... Heinrichs. Yeah, that'll work.
High momentum.
He can charge him and stab him.
Let's see to it.
Or, unless the guy dodged it, I suppose.
Another foe painted black.
You know, it's been a while since Argenta had anything to do.
Death in colours.
So let's just move her this way and let her do some fun, stupid things. Like hit both of these people repeatedly.
I'll do it. Faith with
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Burn it all right down now.
strike is a prayer.
It's been a long while since I brought her along, so. Give 60. That's fine, actually. 14 to 17, 12 to 16, or 15 to 23. Oh, he can actually charge there. In that case, kill him.
Victory is imminent.
Thank you, Abelard. Nice and easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. First things first, loot. Okay, nothing interesting. You'd figure that an assassin would, you know, have interesting gear on him, but I guess not. Mercy. You tried to kill Cassia. Conjoined phalangeal bonus. What? with a purpose or out of ignorance, you're orbiting a monster that is cunningly pretending to be an innocent maid. Yeah, trials work. Naturally, both sides of the navigator constantly shift between you and Cassia. Black secretions run down her cheeks instead of tears, leaving unsightly streaks. If God Emperor be my witness. Pathetic. With all due respect, House Orsellio hath hardly covered itself in glory this day. Lady Lena, what do you have to say for yourself? Daring young Novator who brought part of the house to expanse, hoping to strengthen our position in Imperium. Tisiphone was never satisfied. She went mad in her pursuit of power, seeking more influence, more control, saw enemies everywhere. Paranoia was slowly driving her insane. One day, she created the Starway Atlas, a relic that implanted on our bodies at birth. A noose around our necks, our gift and our damnation. Tisiphone used the Atlas to control us, subdue our will, and mold our thoughts. If anyone put a toe out of line, she killed him with a glance. At first, many branches of House Orsellio tried to resist her tyranny. She cut them down with extreme brutality. The entire Satala branch was destroyed simply because it asked too many questions about the Atlas and wanted to know the truth about its creation. What else is she guilty of? The Novator vanished. She should church retire. The truth is that nobody knows the truth. I hope she's rotting away in one of her secret worlds. Okay, but what does that have to do with Cassia? She would be reborn in Cassia's body. Have you never felt pure, unadulterated disgust while standing close to her, or perhaps your fury or fear? Who but a monster would manipulate the mind and feelings of others? Why didn't you attack before? Why now? Your TV, but the girl survived. Regent Toronto hid her so far away and guarded her so thoroughly it took us another 13 years to find her. So you admit he's not aware of the assassination attempt. As killing, intimidation, and human torture, abetting Tisiphone and raising her heir. Crimes are many, but this one is not among them. I'd love to see his head chopping block, but honor prohibits me from standing him in a trial for the road trader. I'm not saying it. Lady Lena, answer my questions. Oh. Regent Toronto, representative of your house, made an attempt on Lady Cassia's life and attacked a rogue trader. Being said, why shouldn't I kill you? Fair enough. Tell me more about the renegades. Tyranny fools. Last week, the whole House Orsellio would follow it to oblivion. Why do the renegades just seek to destroy it? Fair enough. And why are they trying to kill Lady Cassia? Does Cassia really carry her atlas? Seem together full on hard times. What do you know about Cassia's unbridled power? I love the fact that even within the nervous ability bullshit, she is still, like, stupidly good. Hey, Cassia, you too are an injured party in this. What would you do in my place? Have me speak. So many dirty colors have poured from the mouth of these present that I feel covered in filth from head to toe. I, as a fusion Novator, I want to bleach them, purify them, and let them go. I am the one to blame for what happened today, and I accept full responsibility for the action of my house. What? What? Your contract with House Orsellio committing us to charting the shortest and safe straps to the Von Valance is protected within a process of months. Also made a border of traded vessels and system until otherwise. Or until duty to House summons me to Novator's seat. What are you going to do with Lady Lena? What's a gowl? Hang on, I need to look at a dictionary. What is a gowl? What is that? Is that like a breeding pen? Nope, it's a prison. Oh. Gowler. Yeah, sorry. I immediately went to like, there's no reason to waste the blood. And this is Warhammer 40k. I'm like, are they gonna do weird things? But it's a prison. Okay. Prison makes sense. I accept your offer, Lady Cassia. Oh, she's happy. Oh, that's cute. Grown up and become strong. You may stay at the road trade until the house summons you. His influence is anomalous. It has served to bring a blessing to Sifrin with the prism talent. The talent of leadership. Yeah. Yeah. I do good. Me do good job. Me be smart and lead and grow people. We are now bound by the term of the contract. Your representative may contact us for 7 at any time. We will respond. And one more thing. Protect the child like the apple of our eye. Remember that you have the future Novator of the Novice Nobility House of Bordy Vessel. Yeah. Cool. I feel heartened and warm now. Sincerely. I feel better now. What do you have to say for yourself, Clementia Viserion? You have nothing to say for yourself, clearly. Alright, let's go back to the ship and see what Cassia has to say. Because I have a feeling Cassia is going to have something to say about it. Turn to ship. Turn to the bridge. Come on, come on. Come on. Where are you? You're over here. Okay. Cassia, what have you got to say for yourself?
It is so fortunate you have come.
Voice acting.
admit
I love it.
was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. It was very naive of me to follow in the footsteps of the man who raised me in a gilded cage. And I was deaf to the needs of my own house. But you opened my eyes. As the future Novateur, I must gain wisdom to restore House Orsellio to its former glory, no matter the cost. Thank you. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls, for as long as the needs of our dynasties are aligned.
Okay.
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
You did not mention a Starway Atlas when we met.
I would never reveal this secret to an outsider, but you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orsellio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases.
So the Atlas is some kind of crystal that is implanted in the navigators of House Orsellio at birth?
But my Atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself. That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself.
Certain navigators in your house fear the Atlas's powers.
Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once. But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality, I am beginning to wonder. What if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
You said you wouldn't share your secret with just anyone. Does that mean, someone to you? Oh, that feels fuzzy and warm. Oh, no voice acting. Unfortunate. Your heart stutters, searing heat envelops your shoulder, throat, and chest, and your brain grows foggy. The by now familiar influence of Cassia's powers is intoxicating your mind more than usual. Aww. Aww, that's cute.
Thank you for listening.
This year I must beg my leave.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
You're welcome. And I think that's an appropriate spot to end this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I managed to do quite a bit in the background, just exploring projects and whatnot. But that all being said, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you're liking the slight shift from doing everything to just the key parts. And more important than any of that, be well.